Yo, we in the game, talking number stakes high. Knowledge and skill, like a bird we fly. Analyzing stats, we don't just guess. Betting on the win, you know we're blessed. Just the bet slips, we keep it real. Breaking down the odds, you know the deal. Just the bet slips, we're making plays. Informed decisions, we light up the ways. Chasing that victory, hit the big score. Join the community, we're here for more. Rolling with the punches, we look for the signs. Parlays and props, counting all the coins. Every podcast episode, we bring the heat. Strategies laid out, can't accept defeat. Tune into the wisdom, hear our call. In this betting world, we'll never fall. Just the bet slips, we're making plays. Informed decisions, we light up the ways. Chasing that victory, hit the big score. Join the community, we're here for more. On this gambling journey, we ride the bet. With just the bet slips, you ain't seen nothing yet.
What is up? What is up, everybody? It is just the Bet Slips Nation. It's your boy Poolside Pat. Sorry, I was anticipating my dog to bark. She might bark. If you hear her, say hello. She's loud. I will mute myself if I have to. But we're here on a Sunday. Let us have some fun on this Sunday fun day with just the Bet Slips, where we bring you one thing every single show, and that is the hot tips to help your bet slips. We are ready to rock and roll. Been a great month here. Myself, not so great last couple days, as you can see by my little tag here. Back-to-back bad days. Hopefully ending that today. You need to end that today, or else this could be a hairy week responsibly. But as a show, we are still killing it, up well over 100 units. So you should be riding at least some of what we do on a regular basis. And when we do bad, fade us. But that is the hot tips to help your bet slips for a reason. And let's get right into it. Happy Sunday to those who are able to join me. I know it's a little late, getting close to the top of the hour, but we will burn through this quickly. Got a couple of videos of the hosts that aren't here. Got myself here, and we're going to get right to it. But before we do that, let's do the thing, make sure I don't get in trouble today, and that is the disclaimer. Number one, we are not paid professional gamers. The show is for fun and entertainment purposes. I don't know if I like that. Let's go here. We're not paid professional gamblers. The show is for fun and entertainment purposes only. Please gamble responsibly and at your own risk. Do not gamble more than you can afford, and only bet what you can afford to lose, which is what I've been doing, which is why, even though I've been bad, I'm still good. I do not need the bottom part, which is 1-800-GAMBLER, because gambling can be addictive. So please seek help if you need it. If you are not gambling, or if you're not doing number two, you might need number three. And please just remember number one. And we are not affiliated with or sponsored by any sportsbook, but we are, however, with Nevin. I wear rocking the Nevins. I literally rock them every single day. I'm not as good as CJ is on the computer, but I will try and pull up the link and at least drop it for, I believe, just the YouTube. But I could be wrong. I'm going to drop it. But anyway, click on that link. If you could find that link by going to our here it is right here, our Twitter at Just the Bet Slips, as you can see there, at Just the Bet Slips. Please go follow us. We really appreciate it. Click on that link. Go to Nevin. Go do your browsing. Find a pair that matches you, and I'm sure you will. You absolutely will. They're awesome. These are the Blood Phase. They're one of my favorites. They're not the ones that I wear to work every day. I don't know where those are. And if you don't know where yours are, or they get lost, or they get damaged, you can get a replacement pair on Nevin. Use that link, get 30% off of one, maybe like a prescription pair, because they're a little bit more expensive. Or you could buy one at full price and get two for free. You will get the free shipping over $50. Please use that link. Tell them that we sent you there. It really helps the show. Next, I did mention we are not affiliated with any sportsbook, but we are, however, affiliated with Playvo. Playvo, a.k.a. Player Profit, is like a sportsbook, but it instead is a game, a system that you buy into. You can use our code JTBS to get 10% off every single time you re-up. You pay, for example, the lowest being about $27, I believe, with our 10% off. You get bankrolled. You then have to win more than you lose before you lose a certain amount. If you beat that first challenge, you will then move on to the second. They also have blitz challenges, and then which you could turn that bankroll into real money just by gambling, by winning. And we like to give you the best bet of the day presented by the professor. I'm going to save his and CJ's video to the tabletop, just to breathe through this, let them explain everything when we get to the tabletop. But if you have any questions or any comments, please drop them. I will read them And again, go to the website. They have a very, very good informational video to explain it a little bit more in depth than I did. But basically, you could get a bankroll for less money, turn that play money into real money just by winning. And it can be easy, it can be hard, and we try to make it easy with a best bet of the day. Today is the Guardians money line. Like I said, gonna let him explain it. I'm sure he has all the facts. It was a 5-minute video he sent in, but instead of clipping it and doing it, I'm just gonna do it all at the end. Cleveland Guardians money line is the best bet of the day. Currently down half of a unit, as you can see up top there. So shout out to the best bet of the day and Professor Parlay. Next, let's get into it. It is the marquee matchup of the day. Tough loss yesterday. Only so many days left in the month to try and get this across the line, and I'm going to go a little easier. Did boost this to the 160 as you see, but it is Hunter Brown and Jack Flaherty. I'm happy that my co-hosts in one way or another are like this in some way, based on some of their bets later on in the show. Hunter Brown against the Tigers. He has 36 strikeouts and 102 at bats faced. He has held this lineup, the projected lineup, to a under 200 average. So 36 strikeouts, 12 walks. Hunter Brown can easily get the 6 strikeouts. And on the other side, Jack Flaherty against this Astros team, 29 strikeouts and 84 at bats. And he has also held the projected lineup to about a 200 average. Not a great season for the Tigers, and Flaherty himself 1-8, 78 strikeouts, but he is certainly a strikeout guy when he is on. Still a young guy, which is crazy. But before this, he's hit this 4 of his last 5. So that's all you need to know. Hunter Brown on the flip side, I just want to bring up his last 5 as well. He only has 3. Oh, I forgot. He just can't. Sorry. But in his 3 starts, he has 2 of these. So he is ready to roll, ready to be the ace that he could be. So shout out to I did just realize maybe I had been betting on Hunter Brown, but either way, got him today. Hunter Brown, Jack Flaherty. Let's get on the board. Let's get a win. Let's do it today. Sunday fun day. Next, it is the only long balls. Yet again, I'm going to remind everybody I'm not going to talk at length at this. I can say what I can say. You know what? I might as well just look because it's only 2 of them. It's only the Professor and the PD King with their bets today. Let me bring up what Ohtani has been doing. Ohtani things. For anybody who says he doesn't deserve the MVP every year, he definitely does. Will it get boring watching him win it all the time? Sure. But, yeah, I don't know. Let me know. Maybe he won't win it this year, but I think he probably will. He doesn't have a home run in his last 5. He only has 1 in his last 5. Let's see what his matchup looks like against the Padres pitchers. I don't know who's pitching. Oh, I think it's Michael King today. Yeah, it's Michael King. Against Michael King, he has 3 home runs and 19 at-bats. I would imagine that's going to come up in PD King's explanations. And then on the other side, the biggest homer. No, I'm just kidding. I mean, I'm a homer too. Schwarber, never a bad pick. It is kind of crazy that they're both 280. Maybe parlay those together if you would like. And yeah, go from there. So that is the only long ball. Shout out to Al. Shout out to NXT. Yes, let's have a day. I agree. Let's do it. So there you have it, the long ball. I'm just going to drop a post really quick that I tend to do. And I'm going to do one other thing really quick. Bueller, at least a really nice slide is up, right? We can all agree. I think we can all agree on that. I'm going to do one more tag ski. Okay. All right. So that's that. The only one balls. I don't know what's next. Let's see. Are we going to it? Yes, we are. We are going to Les 750 Club. Why is it off centered like that? I don't know. I feel like that's a That's a CJ problem. I don't know. But 750 club, let's do it. He's got the aces minus 7.5. Lynx money line. Lynx versus Wings. Under big one here. Big one here. Gonna have to I'm just gonna stop myself, and I will start dancing once we're actually in the 750 club, which is when the professor explains this. But he got it at 767 and boosted it to 922 too. So shout out to the professor for that. Let's go. I think I know what's next. Get ready. It's going over here. It is Red Tabletop. Like I said, I've got the videos, so let me get out of the way and let the professor tell you about all of his bets in his video here. Take it away shortly. The professor.
What's going on, Just the BetSlips family? It's Professor Parlay coming to you from a video due to the fact that I will be at a bowling tournament today. So I can't be there with you today. Yesterday was a rough day, I'm not going to lie. I went over yesterday, had the worst day we've had all month. So we're trying to bounce back today. I'm going to start off with the best bet of the day, which I'm going to go Guardians money line here. We've got Gavin Williams, who has become a true ace on the mound for Cleveland, versus Emerson Hancock, who is overall for the season has pitched well, but his last two starts he's given up 5 earned runs and 6 earned runs, respectively. Given this matchup and given how good Gavin Williams has been, I just think the Guardians are going to get the win in this game. So give me Cleveland Guardians money line. My long ball of the day is Shohei Ohtani at plus 280. He is 8 for 19 with 3 home runs versus King, and the wind is blowing out and right at 10 miles per hour. And it's just Shohei. Shohei has been a little bit less pace than normal, but still hitting a decent amount of home runs. And he's got a great matchup versus King with the wind blowing out. So I got Shohei Ohtani to get a home run at plus 280. Then we're going to move on to WNBA for the 750 club. I'm going to start off with Lynx money line. The Lynx are just a better overall team. They're 8-1 on the road. And they have better points per game, points average, and a field goal percentage. Give me them to get the win. And then I'm going to take the under 184.5. I moved this line up. I don't remember how much, but it was like 7 or 8 points. Minnesota only allowing 79.4 points per game. Both teams can score, but Minnesota's ability to limit the opponents defensively will keep this under. I think this game is going to be somewhere around 88-84, which is 172 total. I got this under 184. Mystics money line, to me, they're just better defensively. They are clearly better at rebounding. And Portland is 2-6 on the road, so I just don't see them getting a win today. And then I've got under 170.5 in that Mystics Fire game. Washington allows 84.1 while only scoring 80.5. Portland's not quite as good defensively. I think this game ends somewhere around 84-78, which is a total of 162. Sorry. And I moved this line up to 170.5. I think they moved this line about 5 or 6 points. And then lastly, Vegas minus 7.5. It's the best team in the WNBA versus the worst team, the Sky. I don't see this being a sweat. I'm not going to overthink this game. I think they win by 10. So give me Vegas minus 7.5. So that is my 750 club, and I think I got that around 770. You'll see it on the slide. And then I boosted it up to plus like 960. Then with our strikeout parlay for today, we've got Hunter Brown 6+ strikeouts. He's hit that in 3. He's only pitched 4 starts. He's hit that in 3 of the 4 starts, going 9, 8, and 7. He faced Detroit already on 6/16, struck them out 7 times. And Detroit is 21st worst in baseball when it comes to striking out. Robbie Ray 5+ strikeouts. I know that it's the Braves and they don't strike out as much, but he's had 5+ strikeouts in 2 straight. One of which of those was against the Braves, where he had 8 strikeouts on 6/16. I don't need 8, I just need 5, so I'd like him for 5. And then Connor Prelip 5+ strikeouts. He's hit 5+ in 5 of his last 7. He's facing the Rockies, who are the 25th in strikeouts, averaging close to 9 strikeouts per game. So give me them, and I got that at plus 183. Then the hit parlay, I've got Brian Reynolds 1+ hit. He's on a 17-game hit streak. He is 6 for 16 lifetime versus Singer. Gabriel Moreno, he's on an 11-game hitting streak with 15 hits over those 11 games. And then Xavier Edwards, 1+ hit. He's on a 6-game hitting streak with 10 hits over those 6 games. Got that at plus 199. And then lastly, I made this bet. I know it's minus 157, but like to me, it's a Vegas mismatch. I think Vegas set this line wrong. So I'm gonna get a couple of. I feel like I get a couple of units easily off of this. I put 2 units on this. Chris Sale under 8.5 strikeouts. Like why they have his line at 9 strikeouts to me is wild. First of all, the Giants strike out the 5th least in all of baseball. They don't even average 8 strikeouts per game. Secondly, he's been under 9 strikeouts in 7 straight games. Where this line came from, I don't know. And I'm a Braves fan, but like I just don't see 9. Like 7, maybe 8 if he's locked in, but I don't see that against this team who does not strike out a lot. So if you're gonna give me this, even if at minus 157, I'm gonna get a couple units, try to give us a few units to work with on the other side of that thing. So those are the bets today. Sorry I couldn't be there. We will see you all tomorrow. But as always, these are the hot tips for your bet slips. You all have a great Sunday, and I'll see you all later.
All right. There you have it. There is the professor giving you his hot tips to help your bet slips. As you can see there, Brown, 6 strikeouts, Ray, 5, Prelip, 5. Reynolds, Moreno, Edwards to get a hit. He brought up that the poor Vegas line. Big fan of that. Under 8.5 strikeouts. That's a weird one. It's a tough one. It's actually unlike the professor, but I like him doing something that he doesn't usually do because he's usually good at it. And I've obviously the best bet. If I had to rank them, I have to go with the strikeout parlay. Maybe even throw in Sale on there if you can. That wouldn't be horrible. Wonder who this is. Shout out. That's funny. Brown, right, Prelip. I'm gonna have to lean there, and maybe even if you want to parlay that, or throw in the Sale under 8.5. I don't know. That could be fun. I'm sure that they'll boost that pretty good. So I can't, and I'll explain why I'm not going to do that. I will bet any bet that is said to me. But please, if that does happen, keep it to a minimum. I'll explain when it gets to my slide. But thank you to the professor who may or may not be in the chat, unless that's Jen. So, and so thank you for sending out the video. I don't know if you're still watching, but yes, shout out to NXT. I do agree. I think if we do, because even if it's solo, we usually try to do a show unless we absolutely can't. I agree. I do. And I actually like how I'm doing it right now, which is go through all the bets, and then I could just play one long video of them, like right there. And CJ's coming up as also a couple minutes, and he explains all of his bets. I think that's a really great way to do it too. So maybe we'll make sure we try and do that on days like today. Yeah, and absolutely. Obviously, responsibly, but. Sure, man. No pressure, but that'd be awesome. Anybody's welcome to do that. Obviously, be nice about it, but we'll play anything on here. So shout out to NXT. Shout out to either Rob or Jen. But yeah, I'm gonna go with the strikeout. But I mean, it's hard not to argue. It's hard to argue against the hit parlay, but my favorite would be the strikeout and add Sale under 8.5 if you could do that. I'm not sure if you could do that. But that being said, let's move on now to the PD King. I tried to do this the best I can, and I might have missed some. So I will let him explain, and then I have pictures of his bets. So if there's some that I missed on here, I'll just I'll try and speak on more, or he will. But let's welcome to the stage, to the tabletop. It is the PD King himself with his bets. Like I said, I did the best I could. So hopefully I did okay. Here he comes with his bets for today.
What is up, Just the BetSlips family? It's your boy, CJ the PD King, coming to you with his bets of the day. First, I'm going to explain the PD of the day a little bit better, which is Mitch Keller, 5+ Ks, and the Pirates on the money line. Listen, they're home. The Reds came back in glorious fashion yesterday, but Brady Singer on the bump for the Reds has a big xWOBA of 386. Also, not a great strikeout percentage, and I feel like the Pirates are better when they're not striking out, which was evidenced yesterday because they weren't as great, even though they still put up runs. Mitch Keller on the bump for the Pirates has a 23% K percentage versus 135 plate appearances against this Reds lineup. Reds strike out a bunch, so that's a pretty easy one there. And Mitch Keller should be able to get to 5. So 5+ Ks for Mitch Keller. And the Pirates on the money line, which is a 138, plus 138 odds there for that one. Next, I have Emerson Hancock. Emerson Hancock, 5+ Ks, and the Mariners money line. I know what you're saying, PD King, what are you doing? Like, it's Emerson Hancock. Like, he's not Logan Gilbert, and he's a Mariners pitcher. Yes, I realize that he might be on the dead to me list. However, Emerson versus this lineup has a 29.6% K percentage and 27 plate appearances. So it's essentially a start. He got through the lineup 3 times and struck him out almost 1 out of every 3. So easy there. And his average against is minuscule. They only have 1 hit against him. As far as the Guardians are concerned, that 1 hit was Brian Recchio, and it was a single. But he is, held Stephen Kwan hitless, held Kyle Mazzardo hitless, held Reese Hoskins hitless with 2 Ks. So I feel good about Emerson Hancock today. I know he hasn't been as great this year. Feel good about him today. Go ahead and take that and the Mariners money line. And then, of course, going back to the well, Jesus Luzardo versus this Mets lineup. Hopefully he's able to keep him in check, keep him in the yard. 121 plate appearances. He had a K percentage of 19. But again, that's also some Mets or some Marlins lines there. It's been better since coming over to the Phillies, getting a better strikeout rate. Go ahead and take that. Now, I have them also round robin and stuff. Pat will have all those odds and stuff down at the bottom. Next, I have Hunter Brown and Jack Flaherty. Jack Flaherty, give me 6+ Ks, and Hunter Brown 7+ Ks. This is the big K matchup, but I don't know who wins this game, so that's the reason I'm not going PD there. But both pitchers for 6 and 7 respectively for Jack and Hunter. Big there. And then I have a K parlay, which is 4 for Coomer Rocker, 3 for Merrill Kelly, 5 for Mitch Keller, 6 for Hunter Brown, and then 7 for Jesus Luzardo. Feel good about that at plus 658 after a little bit of boost. Then I have the long ball of the day. Give me Kyle Schwarber at plus 280. He has a homer versus Sanil Perez of the Mets. And then I have a 4-person, 2 home runs or more squad bet, courtesy of Fanatics Sportsbook. That is Shea Langoliers, Kyle Schwarber, Byron Buxton, and Bryce Harper. I just need, out of those 4, I need 2 homers from them, and we hit. That's at plus 210. Everybody have a great day. Bet responsibly, and thanks for jumping in on Just the Bet Slips. See ya.
Shout out to the PD King with his bets. So yeah, the only thing I did miss was the Hunter Brown and the Jack Flaherty, which makes me happy about my marquee matchup. Kind of low-key a marquee matchup. So shout out, as he said, I have all the round robins there. Kind of number 1 is the Keller, number 2 is the PD of the day. Didn't put that as the PD today. I didn't realize it, but whatever. He said it. He said it anyway. So shout out. I didn't mess up that bet. Hancock and then Luzardo, which makes me happy, which you'll see in a second. Why he has Luzardo. But as you can see there, when he has 1 and 2, 1 and 3, and then 2 and 3 together, all those odds right there. So it could be a potential big day for the PD King himself. And he also, I don't know. I might have missed it if he mentioned it, but he did post 2 other bets. Or 1 other bet. I think it's just – oh, no, that's the squad bet. Okay, he did say that. So never mind. Anyway, it's hard for me to run this, but I think I'm doing okay. It's when there's like all the moving parts. I can host. It's sometimes I get confused. But anyway, let's get to me, the Duke of Slips. I mean, I said I was taking it easy and I'd had to, but still 7 bets today. I'm giving the marquee. My second marquee, which I feel very good about, by the way, now that it has been confirmed that the PD King is on it, that makes me feel very good. Give me Michael King and Emmett Sheehan. I'd just like to pull up their stats really quick. I tried to, but I was running late. Emmett Sheehan. I mean, both of them have been staples in marquees. They're just some of those guys that 6 is such an interesting number for the marquee matchup because some days I wish I had done 5, but I don't know. I just think 6 is like such a good game. Sheehan has hit this twice in his last 5, both of them being 6 innings and 5 innings of with 8 Ks. Let's see, and he's playing the Padres. His last start against the Padres, 4 innings, 2 strikeouts. So obviously not what we're looking for today. Michael King, on the other hand, I think they both have the same amount of strikeouts. No, 78 and 76. Michael King, on the other hand, has not hit this in his last 6, actually. So we're a little bit of a sweat, but he's a guy that's capable of doing it. He sits right around 5 or 6 tops. He has an 8, he has a 9 this year, an 8 and a 9. Let's see, his last game against the Dodgers, he had 9 strikeouts. So there you go. I like that. Big fan of that. Next, my 4 for 4 is Singer, Bieber, Hancock, and Leahy to all get 4. Kind of need this one. All of them, other than the 3 of them before Leahy, were all at least minus 300 by themselves to hit this. So it was below their over-under of the day. My cards, I'm rocking with the Leahy 4Ks, Walker and Burley, 2 plus hits, 1 RBIs. Just run it back. Need the offense to wake up, and if they do, I think those guys will be at the forefront of it. New thing I'm going to do, because I don't do the long ball, is going to be the Dinger Almanac home run. Maybe I am giving credit where credit. I don't know the guy. I don't know the name of the person who runs this, but it's the DingerAlmanac.com. Pretty much just it's a really, really fascinating website. I haven't even really dove into it too much, but he does home run picks or hit picks, total base walks, Ks, but he does have focuses and does very well with the dingers. So, I mean, his methodology is all there. Just everything that he can. Just go to the website and click around. You'll have some fun. Today, though, his number 1 pick, him or her, excuse me, just the Dinger Almanac, number 1 pick is Colton Cowser, 20% chance, 20% home run probability. I'm just going to read to you what it says. It's Baltimore versus Zach Littell. In his little notes here, again, very fascinating website. It says owns Littell in a meatball matchup. 3 edges. It's just very cool. Cowser has won in 7 games. In his last 7, his Littell's 1.57 home run per 9 grades, 1.33 times the league, and Cowser's 2 home runs and 17 career plate appearances against him reinforces the matchup strength at 1.32x. The 12.9% barrel rate and Camden yards context provide additional lift. So I mean, it's certainly is something to look into, but it's very fascinating. His number 2, by the way, is Shohei. Then he has Gunnar Henderson, as Merlin, Valdez, and then number 5, Randall Grichuk. But there's two of them. I could have gone Shohei, but obviously I went the other way with Colton Cowser here. Just a very fascinating website that I intend on diving deeper into. So shout out the Dinger Almanac and the first official Dinger Almanac home run bet of the day. So credit where credit is due. My performance double today is Luzardo 6 Ks. Thought about 7. Might still do 7, but to be extremely safe, Luzardo 6 plus Ks and Phillies money line at that plus 100. And then a World Cup going back to the Asian corners. Canada minus 3.5. It's the only World Cup game today. Canada minus 3.5 on the Asian corners. On the corners, I guess I should say. I don't know why. You know what? I'm just going to call it what it is. And I also got that at even money. So that's what I got. So that is the Duke of Slips. Taking it a little easier today. Need to win a couple of these to really have some faith going into this next week. So let's see what happens. Just wanted to bring back Jen's chicks picks just to check on these. I'll bring up the leaderboard. I haven't really been paying attention much to the Travelers, even though it emanates from my former state of living. Let's see what's going on in the Travelers Championship. Cromwell's an interesting place, to say the least. Okay, here we go. Got Hovland and Scotty. I did know that. So that's going to be fun. It's going to be fun back and forth. So let's see. She doesn't have Hovland in any of these, but has Scotty. Let's go. Let's check out some of these bets. Okay, so top 40 and 30. Scheffler, yes. Henley, yes. Morikawa, yes. Where's Henley? I don't think Henley did well. No. Oh, there he is. No, he's tied for 28th. Okay, so yeah, he's still in that. So she's got that one. Let's see, Rye, Fitzpatrick, and Burns. Yeah, Alex, yes. Rye, yes. Burns, yes. So that's looking good. So number 1 and 2 are so far so good. Thomas Bradley Bridgman. Bradley, yes. Bradley, yes. Bridgman, no. Okay, so that one's not looking great. Yeah, I feel like, what's his face? Not like Rekka. Mike and the Mad Dog. Mike Francesa when he just reads things. But yeah, there it is. Just for anybody who wanted to give it a check on that NXT. I don't know if you're still here, but if you wanted to just get a quick look at that, go ahead. So there's that. You are welcome, my friend. There's Chicks Picks Jen with her picks. Let's get into it now. The last calls, just the Professor and the hole-in-ones. Professor's got Shohei, Mookie, and Brian Reynolds 2 hit home runs, parlayed, and probably round robin. And then he's got a Nerfy, I believe he mentioned those. I could be wrong. But Rays, Diamondbacks, Mariners, Guardians, and Braves, Giants. Nerfy. Let's get to the Dead to Me. Duran still there twice. PD King. We have to do something more with this. Not really Carter Anthony Towns. I mean, obviously not really. Big funny joke. But let's do something more with this, though. We gotta I don't know what the idea is, but I will think of something. If we're gonna show it every day, we gotta do more with it than just hee hee ha ha. And obviously, Cat is not supposed to be there. Definitely a not. Anyway, let's get to the records. I don't know what is updated and what is not. I imagine Professor's is. I think Jen's is, because I don't remember it being 26 flat the other day. So there you have it. Even if it's off by a little bit, I know mine's completely updated. Like I said, bad couple days. I think, let's see. I can actually figure this out. Let's see. So I went 1 for 10 yesterday. It's not great. 1 for 10. And then 1 for 11. So I'm 2 for my last 21 picks. So if you've been fading me hard the last couple days, you've been doing good. But look, that's what I said. Win early so you can start losing a little bit. That's why I'm where I'm at responsibly, down to 11. I still anticipate being up on the month. I mean, if I lose all my bets today, well, it's going to get a little dicey. But still, as a whole, up. 128, 154. Yeah, we're up 165 about units, so not a bad. Oh, excuse me, we're at like one. Let's just call it 160. We're up 160 about, so can't complain about the month that we're having at all. So there you have it. That'll do it for the show. Thank you to the 20 of you that showed up. Thank you to NXT. Thank you to Rob or Jen, whoever said this. I'm assuming. I don't know. Could be either one of them. There you have it. Don't know what will hold this week. Obviously, no matter what, you should be following at Just the Best, because if we don't do a live show, which we try to do, we try, whether it's a solo like this or a regular show with multiple hosts, we try to do a show. If we don't, though, at Just the Best, you know that Professor's dropping picks every single day, show or not. You know that. That's a guarantee. From time to time, myself, PD King, if we don't have a show, we'll drop bets. Jen is posting her golf bets. She's posting her UFC bets. Follow at Just the Best so you know when there's a show. where the picks are. They're all there always. We're going to try and be better with social media wise. I kind of hit a snag on Facebook. I'm really going to try and get that going soon because I think people actually use Facebook more than I assumed. And the Twitter, we're going to keep rocking. Please, please, please follow because 500 will do such good things potentially for the show. And we're going to keep working on YouTube a little bit slower than the other two, but definitely make sure you're following at Just the Bet. We're Just the BetSlips everywhere pretty much at the moment. We're going to try and keep growing, and that'll be all thanks to you and Nevin and Plavo and whoever else wants to eventually maybe be attached to us. But there you have it. Shout out to Turnbuckle Chuckle as well. We'll see what the week comes. I don't know if I can do tomorrow. I might be able to. I might not. I'm sure you'll see the professor in some way, shape, or form, whether it's via picks on the internet or a show. So thank you. Everybody have a great rest of your Sunday. I really appreciate you. And let me play that fun song and play you out. Hold that face. Hold that face.
Yo, we in the game, talking number stakes high. Knowledge and skill, like a bird we fly. Analyzing stats, we don't just guess. Betting on the win, we're blessed. Just the bet slips, we keep it real. Breaking down the odds, the deal. Just the bet slips, we're making plays. Informed decisions, we light up the ways. Chasing that victory, hit the big score. Join the community, we're here for more. Rolling with the punches, we look for the signs. Parlays and props, counting all the coins every podcast episode. We bring the heat, strategies laid out, can't accept defeat. Tune into the wisdom, hear our call. In this betting world, we'll never fall. Just the bet slips, we're making plays. Informed decisions, we light up the ways. Chasing that victory, hit the big score. Join the community, we're here for more. On this gambling journey, we ride the bet. With just the bet slips, you ain't seen nothing yet.
A heartfelt congratulations to Sami Zayn.